So we're back in Montreal. The 2025 season's finally over. The World Championships was last month, and I took a full month off after that. So I'm back into my off-season training, getting ready for the 2026 season. I'm about 4 days into my training and I feel like garbage. After taking a full month off, you always feel like weird on the wall. Zach just went through this. So I've experienced it with him and now I'm experiencing it for myself. But we got to push through for about 2 or 3 weeks and then we're back to like normal pushing the level and trying to like up it a little bit for the next season. Let's get going. You know, being back in Montreal, I have a full city of new boulders that I've never tried because I took so much time off. So everything is completely new for me, which is really awesome. So let's just get started. Next up is going to be this purple 9. Honestly, I'm confident with 9s at this point. Before I stopped climbing, I was like, no problem with 9s. This one though does look like there's a hard move in it. So hopefully I don't fall. You know, although I know my level's supposed to be lower, that's how it works, I still feel bad about it. So I don't necessarily want to be struggling, but that's what it is, that's what it is. Okay, so I was able to find a drop knee through the hardest move there, which was good. For those of you that have been following the channel as well, I've been dealing with a hamstring injury since last March, and there were a whole bunch of heel hooks on this boulder that did not hurt at all. So that's another function of taking a month off after the season. Any injuries that are like lingering can sort of work themselves out. So I think the hamstring is coming along really nicely. So that's like a good motivating thing for this season. Okay, let's see what else is out there. White 10 is next. This one, we're trying to like jump up 1 grade at a time and we'll see how far up we can go. Yeah, this one looks really interesting, really comp style. This first move actually reminds me of something I saw in the Prague World Cup 2 years ago, I think. Like this kind of step up thing. So it's really cool that at lower grades in this gym, you still have like moves you see internationally. So it's really, really fun to practice it at any level. The heck? Whew. Oh, that was hard. I'm not 100% warm. I wasn't ready for that. But that's interesting, you gotta put the foot up first. I kind of did this really awkward high toe hook before you can even move on, because it was like, I'm pretty flexible, but I couldn't get my foot on after I bumped out. So yeah, it's a really good boulder. All right, let's see another one. Next is gonna be this red 10. Lots of heel hooks again, so this is another good test of my hamstring. And it looks like a huge move to the second last, or like the third last kind of volume cluster. So we'll see what I have to do to get that reach. Whoa. Okay. That wasn't the reach I was talking about, but that's also very difficult. So if I have the left hand there, take the heel out, put a toe. I guess the best option is to throw a heel up onto the other morpho. But the hand's not that good. I wonder if there's anything else I can do. Gonna mic out for this one. Literally, I thought that I could do with keeping my hand a little bit lower on the last morpho hold to just to have it like in a better spot for the next move, but it was like an inch too low and I wasn't high enough to get the hold. So I do in fact have to grab it where it's not as good in order to get that. So I didn't even get to try the move I fell on previously. So I was trying to make it more efficient, but sometimes that actually leads to a fall because you don't maybe realize why you did the move in the first place. I thought I was like, oh, I'm inching up. I'm clearly just pushing harder. But yeah, it was just that the hand was higher. So I'll make sure I take extra care to inch it up as much as I can before I go to that. Okay, so heel hook. There was a heel hook on that last morpho, but it wasn't in the spot I thought it would be. I was actually able to go up as slow as possible to that second last hold without the heel. But then I needed the heel for the next move. So that was interesting. It was good to like at least have the heel hook beta in my mind so that I'm prepared to use it if, there's another situation where it's necessary. And then, yeah, like I took extra care to inch it up my hand a little bit to do that first big move, which in hindsight definitely was a little bit easier than the next move where I had to really like focus on not losing this left hand because it's so bad. I'm just like pulling as hard as I can on it to try to I did some weird thing with my body where I'm just trying to inch it over so that I don't move anything while I'm reaching. Because if I tried to move over, it's possible this hand would fail. So I was as slow as I could to go up for it. And then I want to take a look at this first move because I think there's something interesting, sort of a technique that I used in this first move that made me able to kind of really sink into that heel hook and allow me to start the whole boulder. So let's take a look at that. So for the first move of this boulder, you can see it's a pretty crazy heel hook and you got to get way over on it in order to be on the right side of these start holds. And the start holds themselves too are really vertical, so you can't really pull down on them. You're more kind of leaning off of them and trying to push your weight to the right. So there's a subtle thing that I do with my foot that's actually not on the heel hook. It's the foot that's flagging on the wall that allows me to really lock in this start position and get a good heel hook leaning really far right. So you can see when I pull on the wall, first of all, I'll set the heel so that it's completely almost parallel with the hold, and I'm putting it basically flat on it, and I'm forcing that knee out as far as possible. And then watch where my left foot lands. So you can see as I work my hands over, the left foot kind of follows and goes further to the right. But if I were to start this boulder with my flag foot a bit too far to the left, you can see it puts a little bit too much strain on the hands and on the heel hook, where I'm not able to actually match the hold. The same goes true if my foot is too far to the right, where it's almost flagging way too much. And I'm putting everything on and I can't really move on. So the trick is to make sure that you kind of play around with where that flag foot goes to kind of allow your balance to be directly underneath you. So that red boulder was pretty intense on my fingers, and I'm still like, when I start training again after taking a month off, there's a period of like 2 weeks where my training volume goes from like 0 to like 90%. So it's like the most important time to be careful when I'm training and make sure I don't develop any tweaks or injuries in this week. So I'm gonna switch to slab, hopefully for the rest of the session. I don't know if we have enough to do the whole last part of the session, but I'm gonna try the slab next. Hopefully it takes a few attempts and I can kind of deload my fingers for a second. So Zach totally thought that I couldn't flash that. But yeah, I kind of thought of some beta on the fly while I was on that boulder. Yeah, it could have gone either way. So I'm glad that was a flash, but now it's like, uh-oh, I was trying to do slab for the rest of the session, now we're low, so maybe we'll have to make up some for the rest of the day. We are on the other slab here, and we've made up a boulder, so let's see. I mean, this is at the point where it probably goes, but we're not 100% sure. But it's good practice anyway. So it's 3 points of contact here, 1 here, and then this foot, this foot, this foot, purple crimp, and purple finish hold. Okay, so that's a big maybe as to whether that's gonna go. I was happy actually that I was able to do the move up to this first hole. It was really tenuous. But yeah, balancing on this is gonna be really hard. Matching it's gonna be even harder. So I think we're gonna add in this one, or maybe this one actually. Basically, like, I'm not sure if this is gonna go. And I think that is almost the point of what I'm doing here. You know, this is something I didn't do a lot last season, which is just pushing myself to my limit on slab. Typically I would do a slab, and if I feel like it's not gonna go, maybe I'd move on. But the point of training like this, and I'm probably gonna be doing made up stuff that does or does not go a lot, and the point is for me to get past the mental barrier of like, I don't know if this is gonna go, and just fully commit to it. And also sometimes maybe it does go, maybe sometimes it doesn't. Other times maybe I'll make it a little bit closer, but still not going. So for example, this move, I'm gonna keep trying stuff, and some of it will go, some of it won't. Some of it's just gonna look a little bit better than it used to. And the point is just to really feel around, get comfortable on slab, and get comfortable doing extremely hard, bad feeling moves on slab. And I think that's gonna push my skills a little bit more on this sort of terrain. So I'm gonna try it a couple more times and we'll see if we can get a little bit more balance going. And since we're pushing the limit on slab, I can't have a mic. You know, I need full ability to scrape myself across the wall.
Yeah, try it off the jug first. That's a good idea. Look at that. That almost goes. Really close. Yeah. So.
Okay, so that attempt you just saw is exactly what I'm trying to do here. It doesn't quite go, but we're all of a sudden like close. And in my mind now, all of a sudden, I'm more confident to kind of move through movements that I am not confident on. So that's honestly my problem with slab a lot of the time when I'm at World Cups. It's like I feel a move and I don't think it's gonna happen. And so I don't really try it. But I need to get past that and actually try stuff that my mind is saying no to, even though from training, I know I should just commit to stuff like that. So it's kind of a nuanced thing to practice and it's difficult to practice. But okay, so we're making progress. I'm gonna keep using the jug because I think like the actual final position doesn't quite go. Like I can hold it for a few seconds, but that's all I want. So we're gonna do it from the jug until it sticks for at least a couple seconds. And then maybe we'll try from without the jug. Okay, hold on a second. I think this actually does go. I was feeling the toe hook really high. I was like pressing harder than I thought I needed to. And I think I actually did achieve a stable position there. So this move officially goes. It's very hard to get into, but I think I can do it. Let's keep trying it. Okay, I guess I can balance on it. With a little bit of a toe. Let's try that again. Okay. Oh. All right, well, both are good to practice, but this is interesting. I guess I can also balance it. That's unexpected. Okay, I'm gonna try without the jug now. So that's like 3 grades harder without the jug, because with the jug, I was able to kind of come out from the wall and then back in. Whereas this one, I'm already so close to the wall, so the only place I'm going is away from the wall, really. Especially with my knee, because I need to somehow bend my knee and go. My knee's like pushing into the wall. So I'll have to open up the knee probably in order to push myself over. All the while, like my shirt is like grabbing on the wall and putting up some resistance. I think I scraped my cheek as well. Okay, well, I mean, I know it goes. Like the final position, 100% goes. It's about how I get into that position. So let's try it a couple more times.
It's getting better.
Okay, so I'm actually really happy with that progress. Like I feel like I was standing up more. Like again, 1% improvement is all I'm really looking for on a made up boulder like this that maybe goes, maybe doesn't go. So I'm super happy with this. I already feel a little bit better of a slab climber, at least much more confident to do stuff that is clearly extremely hard and on the edge of what I can possibly do. So this was great. So with that, we'll leave the vlog here. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you in the next one.